Hello, beautiful people. Myself, Ash, and in this video, we are going to talk about that why you have certain ambitions about something that I want to do this and I want to do that, but you feel like there is a block due to which you can get your dream ideas, your dream, you know, you have a goal but you don't know that what ideas you have to implement in order to achieve it, and you can't get those ideas, and some people just got the ideas very quickly, but you on the other hand are kind of stuck, and you feel like, why can't I think like this, and why can't I think straight into the best ideas, and why my ideas are not coming from a creative place, coming from a place where they should be coming from, okay, the way they should be, you know closer to your goal. Okay, so why this happens is the thing that we are going to talk about here today. Okay, so first of all, creativity is like muscle. The more you work on it, the more it grows. Okay, you have to exhaust your creative ideas, the ones you got in the beginning, the ones that are not so perfect, that you feel like, if I am going to implement this will look so raw and rugged, and this is not perfect, and I should be the perfect one from the beginning. This doesn't work. Okay, you know what, there is a cake analogy that I really like. In this, it says that when you ask God for something, He never give you. You ask God for a cake, and He is never going to give you a cake in the form of a cake. Obviously, He is going to give you the flour for it, the cream, the cooking instruments that you are going to use, and then he is going to teach you how to make it so that you can make it. The effort is yours. The beginning is yours. You have to make the first step. Okay, you have to go get all the items, okay, and then mix them and then make a cake that you find suitable for yourself, according to your taste, according to your preferences, the toppings on it. Okay, you got to decide all those stuff. What you have asked is a cake, and you have got all the ingredients. So this is the kind of things we get the ideas. Okay, we don't believe in them. We feel like they are not the perfect ones, they are not the ones that are related to our ultimate goal. But eventually the thing is, we are not made, for example, as a child, we don't do running. The first step is crawling, then walking, then step by step we learn to run. Okay, this is the thing. We get the ideas and we have to implement the first idea that is very raw, that is very not so perfect, and then as we implement it, as I said earlier, that creative ideas are like a muscle. The more you use them, the more strong your creative memory gets. Okay, as for females, we are really very very creative. Okay, we literally create life. We have that creative energy in us, and if you really see any female in any kind of work, you can, if you have an eye for this, you can really differentiate between the thinking of a man and the thinking of a woman, because they really think from a different standpoint. Okay, and the thinking of a woman is going to be very 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 much creative than the man is going to be rigid in many areas. Okay, so that's how things work. We have really very creative energy. Okay, and this is also related to our femininity, the way we operate. Okay, if we are so much in our just hustling and, you know living like living in the survival mode, or we are not very close to our femininity. Okay, so we can't use them. Okay, and believe me, as a female, you are going to get most of your bestest ideas when you are in the rest zone. Okay, when you are spoiling yourself, spoiling in the sense that you are relaxed, your feet are relaxed, you are not tense, you are not thinking about survival, you are thinking about thriving. Okay, that's when you get the most beautiful ideas. And the men who know how women think, how women operate, they know that how they have to make their women feel, so that they can get their counsel in the very nicest way. Okay, that's why they spoil their women. In most of the cultures who really understood those things, the creative things, they understand the fact that a woman needs to be rested, needs to be spoiled, needs not to be in the survival mode, to be in touch with their creativity, with their femininity. And in this way she can really build a home, a business, and anything that is related to it. And she can provide the counsel to her husband, her male counterparts. Okay, so this is something that is out of the topic, but yeah, this is the thing. Okay, for being very creative, you have to be out of the survival mode. Okay, because survival mode is where you are really just burning all of your energy in surviving. And when we are burning our energy in surviving, we can't expect our mind, our body to give us the ideas that we will be thriving on. Because now you are getting the idea on how you have to be alive, not how you have to be prosper. Okay, and the second one is to use the ideas that you have. Okay, even if you are in the survival mode, you know, the bestest way to get out of the survival mode is being creative. Okay, because you know, you have seen so many people who found their escape in the hobbies that they do. For example, some people do sketching, some people do painting, some of them do cooking, because these hobbies are so sensual. Okay, so beautiful, like you are deep in the work. Okay, you forget about the time, you forget about your surrounding, your environment, your body. And when you forget all these three things, the time, the body, and the environment, you really get in touch with yourself apart from the survival mode. Okay, this is when you get most of the ideas, this is when you became creative. And you know, the more you practice, the more you get good in sketching, in paintings. Okay, this is the with the more, for example, you have a business idea right now and you are working on it. Okay, you are working on it. Even if you believe that I am not having those kind of ideas, I don't think so this can work, you can still start. You are going to learn, and believe me, the first idea is going to take you to your last idea. Okay, there will be steps. You are going to leave the first one and then adapt the next one and then leave it, then adapt the third one, but eventually it will lead you to where you wanna be. Okay, this is the rule. You are not going to get it in the first step. And you know, God really puts an idea in your mind because He wants it to be shared. Okay, I this happens to me so many times that whenever I wanna have something, you know, I really felt it, that I don't have anyone who I can go to and who I can sit down with and ask for advice, and who can really give me genuine advice based on my life. Okay, because there are some things you can share with everyone. Okay, This is very normal. So the thing that happens with me is that I, whenever I feel like there is something that I have to work on, or I need a guidance, okay, I get it from the books, I get it from the Holy Quran, or I there is, you know, random synchronicities. Okay, I get it from a person who is on Instagram saying about the exact same thing that I am suffering from, and talking about how to get away from it, how to heal it, and things like that. And it really helps. And it's not about one time, about a single time. It being multiple times that I get the solution from social media, from a book, from someone random who is talking about that. Okay, and I really believe that if you have got an idea, okay, God really wants you to act on that idea, because someone out there needs it. Okay, someone out there really need it, because we as a people are a community. Okay, we are, first of all, we are connected to each other by our neurological frequency. And the second thing is that we are a community. Okay, we are really, we will thrive only when we operate from this mentality that I'm here to help other people, and other people are here to help me. I can ask for help. Okay, this is the way of thriving. Okay, so tell me, if God have placed an idea in your heart, he wants you to implement it. He wants you to launch the thing that you want to launch. He wants you to start the channel that you want to start. Okay, so if you are not going to do it, what will eventually happen is that you will run out of ideas. Okay, there will be a time when you are not going to have any idea, and you will feel like you will be in the loop that everyone in, because you had the idea, you had the time, but you didn't put any effort in it. Okay, you let it go by yourself. Okay, so now you are not going to have any idea. And this is what happens when you don't implement your ideas. Okay, so the moral of the story is, implement the raw ideas that you have, and don't be in the survival mode. And how not to be in the survival mode, I think there are some videos on my channel how not to be in it. You can watch that. And there's a problem in the light, it's gone maybe. So yeah, thanks for watching, and if you like this, please subscribe. Bye bye.